Let's do a test against the Simplex and the Deus, both with the 5x9 coils. Got a gold ring here, some jewelry, silver dime, gold pendant, gold ring, and some foil. Let's mask it. Let's mask the small piece right here, right? Small piece first. Right there. Small piece of jewelry. And I'll turn the Simplex on here. And I already have this foil notched out, so the Simplex has a notching discrimination. So you can only go, I'll mute it here. The Simplex has notches of 5, so it's not really fine increments of notching or discrimination, right? So, show you what this foil sounds like notched to 20, right? And I'll actually go into the settings here, go up to 19, or sorry, not 19. I'll go up to 15, notch 15 back in here, right? So it's hitting the foil, right? So I want to notch that foil out. So I'll just notch that foil back out to 20, right? It's notching it out, right? And I'll turn the gain up here a little bit. It's doing pretty good right here. That small piece of jewelry right there. It's not hitting on it very good because it's a very small target, right? I'm running at 12 kilohertz here, so it's gonna struggle on those smaller targets, right? I'll go full gain because it's doing pretty good here with the EMI this morning. Now I'll put this foil up there. It's reading at 24, right? Full gain right here. Full gain. It's falsing on the soil. It's falsing on the foil, right? It might be hitting it a little bit. Really scratchy tone there. Now I'll go over to Park 1. It's hitting a little bit. Give me a 21, 22, right? Let me show you. Really scratchy tone there. So I'll put this big gold pendant, a very low conductive target right here, right? Gold pendant right there. All right. Not hitting it. I'll actually go to field mode here, do that same target on the field mode. It's not going to change anything, right? It's the frequency, right? Silent. I'm getting a little bit of a hit there. Now I'll try this gold ring here. I'll try the gold ring alone, right? It's right at 20, right? Right at 20. So it's going to struggle on this one, right? It's going to struggle on this gold ring. Right? Right. Nothing. It's squeaking a little teeny bit there. Now I'll take this gold ring here and sweep it right over the coil, right? It's notched out because it's 19. This reads up at 19, right? This small gold ring here. So it's obvious not going to hit it. It's obvious not going to hit it, right? It's going to false on the foil. So now I'll put the silver dime in there, right? This is how good the Simplex is, that silver, man. Watch this. All right, I'll go in all these modes here. Notch the foil out, right? It's reading at 55, right? I'll take that off there. 60s, 70s. Now I'll put it in full gain, Park 2. 78, 60s, 70s, 60s and 70s. 40s, 30s. Now, and it's still notched out, right? This foil is notched out, right? It's still crackling a little bit on it. right? Now let's do this small little pennant here. Just slamming target, right? I'm getting some EMI now. Small little pendant here. Very small pendant, right? Really crunchy tones. We'll go to Park 1. Right, silent that way, right? I'll go to full gain, because I'm not getting too much EMI right now. Nothing. 12 kilohertz machine, it's going to struggle on those small targets, right? Now I'll just turn the Deus 1 on, excuse me, the Deus 1 on, and just put it in the hot program. I'm in the pitch program right now, so I'll go to hot program, and let's discriminate it out that foil first. All right. Let's look at the numbers, right? 33, very solid 33, right? So I'll go up 33, or 30, I'll go to 40. I'll go to 40. Or I'll go to 36, 37, if I can push the button here. Gotta go all the way up to 30, 38, right? Silent, right? Silent. See, listen to this target here. 14 kilohertz, right? 14 kilohertz doesn't really hit on small targets very good, right? Oh, I can go with this gold ring here. Right. I'll show you 74 kilohertz. It's freaking deadly, man. And you got to understand that this machine is a non-normalized operation. So if you discriminate, those numbers change. So you're not going to be able to hit that target there because the tones and the numbers change when you change frequencies. So if you discriminate, you really got to keep that in mind. It's very complicated. Whenever you change frequencies, you got to know what your discrimination is doing to your targets there, right? So I'll go down to this is stock program, right? Except I've discriminated the foil out, right? Go to 74 kilohertz, right? 90 gain, right? Almost full sensitivity. This foil is discriminated out, right? No, it's not. Because I changed frequencies. You got to understand that, right? So I'll go down to discrimination, notch that foil out. It's probably going to be in the 49 or 50 or so. 49, 49. So I'll go up to 49. I'll go up to 50 or 51. 51 discrimination, right? Discriminated out, right? It's hitting that small target very well. That's a super hard target to get underneath foil, right? Super hard target. Now I'll go with this a little bit bigger target, little bit bigger piece of jewelry here. 74 kilohertz. The foil is discriminated out, right? Right. Super hard target to get because the foil is almost as big as it. So let's look at this gold ring. It's not discriminated out, right? But this is just barely discriminated out, right? Getting a high tone on it, right? Now I'll put this gold pendant in there. All right, listen to what it sounds like. Foil's discriminated out. High tone on the gold. Now it's a low tone. But it's banging it out, right? This small little foil that's such a nuisance. I can discriminate it out, but I don't discriminate it out. I want to dig everything out, right? Now let's go to this gold ring here. It's really going to hit on it hard, right? Right. I'll put this piece of foil in there. See, it's discriminated out. Right. Banging it out big time. Now we'll try this silver coin here, right? So I'm in a high frequency, so it's not going to hit that dime very good. Foil's discriminated out, right? Still give me a tone at least, right? Now I'll go to pitch tones. Pitch program, I'll have to discriminate and do a few button pushes here with pitch tones. Pitch program. So first I'll go over to 74 kilohertz, right? Come on. Go up to my recovery speed, reactivity speed if I can push the button. Okay, 90 gain, stock program, or it's not stock anymore because I raised up my reactivity and I'm changing some stuff here. But I'll go to discrimination and just discriminate that foil out and see what it reads up at first. Let's see what it reads up at. It's reading at 49. Discriminate to 52, right? 52. So I'm getting a foil tone on it, or I'm getting an iron grunt on it now, and I can drop my iron volume down, watch, to 3 or to 0. Go back to the discrimination menu. Right now this thing will be silent, right? Silent. Dime. See, this foil is discriminated out, right? And I can even change my pitch on here too if I really want to go higher with my pitch. Just a preference, you know, the tone. Like spanking it out, right? This foil is being notched out, right? It's... Now I'll go to this gold ring here, or this gold pendant right here. Watch this. I'll take this foil, put it right on top of it, right? Mask it. Just barely doing it. Now I'll put this gold ring here. Gold ring over the foil or under the foil right here. Now I'll put that larger gold ring in there, right? This in the gold ring. And this foil right here. Spanking it out big time, right? 74 kilohertz. It likes those lower conductors. But you gotta keep in mind, I'll change my frequency. It's hitting this target right here. I'll change my frequency and I'll show you what it's gonna do. That's the only thing I'm gonna do is just change my frequency with these settings right here. And I'll show you what it does, right? Go down to my frequency here to 14 kilohertz. Right? Nothing. Right? You got to understand that when you change your frequencies, your numbers are going to change for that same target there. See, watch. See, it's silent now because I've changed my frequency, right? It's hard to understand that if you are just starting with the Deus and you start discriminating stuff. and then once you change your frequency, it acts really weird. So you got to go change other settings when you change your frequency. That's what I've been talking about, you know. That's what I've been talking about. It's a non-normalized operation. You know, your numbers are going to change when you change frequencies on the Deus 1. On the Deus 2, it is a normalized frequency tone ID. So on a pull tab, if you change your frequencies on a pull tab, or if you in mono frequency on the Deus 2, hopefully that changes. That'll probably change here very shortly on an update with the Deus 2. The Deus 2 will have a lot of updates here coming very soon, and you know, that's why I haven't really had a lot of videos on like testing and stuff, because it's going to change. You know, the units that you guys are going to get are going to be quite a bit different. So I've been doing a lot of tests with the Deus, and I haven't really made a lot of programs for them, because all those programs that I'm developing right now on the version 6 are going to be different. You know, I won't be able to run those programs because they'll be gone, you know, once I update the machine. But you got to understand that frequencies have a lot to do with the smaller conductors, the smaller targets, and the low conductive targets. But it's on that dime. You know, you're not going to be getting too many deep coins if you're running in higher frequencies, you know. But the Deus 2, I'll have some videos later on with the Deus 2 once we can get a good update. Not a good update, but an update that can fix just a couple little small bugs, you know, in the machine. But I've been really getting a lot more targets out of the ground with the Deus 2. It's performed very, very well. I just wish that it had a higher frequency operation, so I can really get through those tough EMI spots, right? The curb strips are just so horrible with EMI sometimes, or around people's houses, or around power poles, you know, a lot of EMI. And the Simplex doesn't do very well. The Deus does very well, but I can't make videos with the Deus 1 because it's just not a loud enough machine, right? And with the Deus 2, I can go out there and do the curb strips because it's a loud machine. But I will eventually start going deeper with the Deus 2 here very shortly. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.